Hello, YouTube. To any YouTubers who are also my Patreon lovelies, an extra dose of love goes out to you for voting for this book. I posted a poll on my Patreon. I asked which book you all wanted to watch me color for the next Color and Chat, and you overwhelmingly voted for Hot Tropics, which makes sense. She's the new book. We are almost on the cusp of summer, so we're all in the mood for some good times. I had already picked out a color palette, which was going to be this one, and then I thought, you know what? As I was going through my marker box, I realized that, well, first of all, let me explain. I've been trying to go through my entire collection of markers, as in using every single one of them up. And in doing so, I have inadvertently been letting all of the blues pile up, because blue, as you all know, is my least favorite color. I rarely use the color blue. It's just not, I don't know, it's just not my favorite. And so I told myself, you know what? Let's use blues. Let's torture myself. Let's do something different. Let's go on then. Okay, so I haven't picked a page. This is about as close to a blue as I get in any of my work. It's more of that aqua sort of a color, more greeny blue basically. But I haven't selected a page, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's see, who am I in the mood for today? By the way, shout out to Loretta, is that your name? Loretta, I believe. She follows me on Instagram. She's also a patron. She did a freaking killer job with this page. Several of my pages, actually. She always does beautiful work, but she is cuckoo bananas, and she did this page and she added a background to it, like a full-on background. Amazing. Go to the Facebook group to see that page. Or I feel uncomfortable sharing pages here sometimes because I don't know if that's okay with some of you, but amazing work. Check the hashtags for the book. Follow her on Instagram. I believe her name is Demon Keeper at the moment. That's her name on Instagram. In any case, what are we going to color in today? She would look fun in blues. Ooh, she would look fun in blues. That one would be kind of cute too. I'm so sorry. I'm totally wasting your guys' time by trying to select a page. Should we be boring and do a mermaid in blue? Nah, let's not be that boring. Blues are already boring as it is. Let's not. This might be the one. This might be the one. Yeah, because you know, mermaids, water, blue, aqua. We don't want to do all that. That's just so boring. Okay, I think we are going to go with this little lovely right here. I did not bring a whatchamacallit, no, we don't want to use my good paper. Ugh, I need a backing sheet. Hang on. Alright, so I will be going through and adding details, of course, later on. I'm going to color this much in the style that I did this one, because I like the style. I like the flat color, and I like making them look more or less like sketches that I pulled out of my sketchbook with all of the hatch marks and all of that, because this is very much how I color in my sketchbooks. So that's what we're going to do for this one. I do want to add some background elements. I don't know what we will. Should we just do dots? No. Let's do, I'm just going to freehand with a pencil a few shapes just to add some interest to that background, just a little bit. Oh, you know what? This kind of looks like a Blue Hawaiian, so this might actually work out pretty well. But I want to use all blues, so we're gonna have some blue pineapple. I don't know, this page might be, this might be a mistake. But is it really a mistake if we enjoy ourselves? Nay, my friends, nay, my friends. I'm actually going to reach for a thicker marker. Not being too careful, just putting some line work in the back. Springtime in the desert is so beautiful. I'm loving it out here. I mean, springtime in general is just the best. So I'm glad that you guys chose this book. Thank you for choosing it. I'm glad that you aren't sick of seeing it yet. I know she was just released and all of that, but given that I just uploaded a color and chat featuring the book, I thought, usually when I release books, I do back-to-back color and chats with that new book. Maybe people don't want to see that, but nope, you do. And I love it. So thank you for that. For my patrons, thank you so much for voting. Next color and chat, I will be requesting more votes. So thank you guys. I just love giving the people what they want. My lovely Patreon nasties. Okay. That is done. I do want to put some color in the background, and I want to go with a light blue, probably even lighter than this one. So let me go through my stash. You guys, when I tell you that I have left essentially every single blue. Oh, my table is extra shaky today. I'm so sorry. I have left pretty much every blue that I own for the very end because I just really don't like blues. Don't like working with blues. And now, of course, I didn't think about this before I started this whole little let's use up all my colors shenanigan party. I didn't think that all of my blues are what I was going to have left. And I have so many more aside from these. So that's unfortunate. And I can't really find the correct shade. I'm looking for a really pastel blue, and unfortunately I think that's about as pastel-y as we're going to get in this case. So let's just move on. So what I'm going to do, yeah, I wanted a much lighter blue than this, but oh well. How many out there are screaming at me because I said I don't like blue? Blue is one of the most popular colors in the world. I would say blue is tops, right, in the list. Blue, another popular color. Pink is super popular. Red. My favorite color is, of course, magenta, deep, bold magenta. You might think it's purple. Purple, I love purple. I mean, clearly that is one of my favorite colors. I love purple, but my absolute favorite color is a deep magenta, and then followed by purple. Do I like them equally? I like them for different reasons. Purple, clearly, my nails are purple. Purple is a beautiful color for it's more universal, I suppose. I use it, you know, obviously for my nails, my hair, my branding. Hello, my branding, pretty much all of my branding is purple, purple and gold. My apartment is purple and pink and gold. It's just, purple is the color. Purple is my neutral. So even though I love it and it's definitely one of my favorites, I appreciate magenta for the mere fact that it pops so much. I have 2 bright magenta couches. I have, again, the other color in my apartment is magenta, so pink, purple. It's just, it's not as universal, magenta. It's just that little sprinkling of yumminess, right? Whereas purple, you can cover me in purple all day long and it'll be great, but magenta's just, you can't have too much magenta because then it'll be overkill, but when you do put magenta somewhere, it's just perfect. So magenta and purple are my favorites, and I'm very picky about my purples. I love any deep purple, but I lean more towards warmer purples like eggplants. And even this color on my nails, it might look a little bit blue on camera, like a cooler purple, but it is definitely a deep, warm purple. Let me know down below what your favorite colors are. I'm curious to know. I feel like in recent years, yellow has been getting a lot of love. Yellow has become a lot of people's favorite color. Trying to think what colors. Well, just look at the colors I use in my artwork all the time. Purple, pink, green, and gold. Those are my go-tos. And then I just love warm colors in general. Oranges, yellows, you know, the gold. I love gold. I am definitely a gold person as opposed to a silver person. I like silver. I do have silver jewelry for sure. But I lean towards warmth. Is it because I am a vampire and I need the heat? I'm like a lizard? I don't know. I have no idea. Although I think it comes down to being as simple as just aesthetics. If I was super, super pale, if I was a true cool-toned albino, which isn't even humanly possible because all flesh has a little bit of color to it. But if I was the shade of this paper, I think I would be more drawn to silver, but because I'm clearly quite yellow, I think warmer colors suit me better. So that's why. No deep thinking over here, it just has to do with fashion and aesthetics. I'm yellow, therefore I like warm colors. It's as simple as that. They're just more pleasing to the eye. When I think cool colors, I think of ugly, fluorescent lighting and just cold, industrial. Blech. I don't like that. Not my thing. Talking a lot today. I think I'm trying to distract myself from the horror that is this blue because you can't tell, but my soul is screaming right now. We are in pain from this blue. What is this, by the way? Pastel blue. Baby, this is hardly a pastel blue, but okay. This is a bright, jarring blue as far as I'm concerned. But I know that some of you blue lovers are squealing with delight right now, and you are going to enjoy watching this video, maybe participating with me. You'll like the end product because you're seeing your favorite color. You should do this. If you are watching this with me, if you're wanting to color, use colors that you don't like. Use a monochrome color palette that you don't like. By the very nature of doing that, you're going to be less worried about the outcome of the page. You're already using materials you don't like, or colors that you don't like, so who cares what the page looks like, right? Just have fun. right, so we filled in the background. And try to adjust the camera just a little bit. Bear with me, I'm sorry. And now let us start moving into the figure, and let's get that tiki idol out of the way. What color are we going to color him in? Green? Aqua, I should say. What color is this? Mint green light. Questionable. The descriptions on these markers are weird to me. Mint green, really? This is mint green? Let's see, this is, yeah, mint green light. Whatever you say, whatever you say. That's the one thing about inexpensive markers. The names are so not accurate. The color chips on the markers are not accurate. The names are never accurate. What is this? Turquoise green light. Really? Turquoise, okay, maybe, but light, no. Can I be honest with you? I really just want this page to be over with because I'm not enjoying these colors at all. At all. At all. But you just have to trust the process sometimes, because once I start adding in the details, I might warm up to this page a little bit. You never know. But right now, no ma'am. And this is not fun. I'm definitely just going through the motions right now. I really want to use, I'm still wanting a lighter color, so I'm gonna go through and see if there's like a light turquoisey aqua color in there somewhere. I might get lucky, I don't know. But I'm finding that the colors are less offensive once they dry. Coloring with markers is so fast and easy. If you are looking to get into coloring, or if you already are into coloring and find it frustrating because it takes you 7,000 years to complete half a page, baby, switch to markers. Switch to markers, you will thank me later. You still get all the benefits of coloring, but you don't have to spend a century agonizing over a page. You've got 20 plus pages per book to play with. Don't waste your time on just one, right? Okay, so here's a pastel. Ooh, this is a nice color. It's a super pastel. Mint blue. I think we might have to hang on to that one a little bit because I want to use that on the figure at some point. So let us continue with, I guess, these greens. I'm going to finish the tiki off camera. So what I'm going to do is just fill in this little section, and then I'm going to hop over to the figure, give you an idea of what I'm going to do with the figure, and then I'm going to do the bulk of the tiki off camera. It's not that I don't want to sit here and talk to you all, because I do, but we're gonna have a keep it real moment right now. The computer that I'm using to edit my videos with is ancient. And when I say ancient, I mean it is ancient. Ancient. It's not powerful enough to withstand higher quality video. And I've been filming on my phone. And my phone, in recent months, when did I get this phone? I got this phone, now it's not like a fancy iPhone or anything, it's an Android. But it's newer than my old phone that I was filming on, so the camera quality is a little higher. Now, of course, that means that my computer, which is old, cannot keep up with the resolution on the film, on the recording, on the video. So it ends up taking me hours just to process a video that is about 45 minutes long. And the last time the video was struggling, I had to upload it, delete it, because the file continually was damaged somehow. I almost didn't upload that color in chat. So I'm trying right now. I mean, I have so many things that require my time and my money right now. Well, first of all, we've got my rent, my living expenses. I have my shops that I'm trying to get sample products for that I'm really excited about, and I want to show you guys that eventually. But I have my, of course, my grown-up problems, my rent, my food, my utilities, all of that. I have my job, which is my, you know, my Etsy stores and all of that. And I want to buy a new computer. I do, but I'm not going to go out and make such a big expense right now. So I'm slowly throwing in a couple bucks here, a couple bucks there. Eventually I'm going to get a new computer, and then I will be able to be a bit more comfortable filming lengthy color and chats. But I'm trying my damnedest to keep them right at 45 minutes to an hour, because it's, you see the video for about 45 minutes to an hour when you're watching it, but what you don't realize is that it takes hours just to edit that and just to try to get it uploaded, and it's a time sucker, and it's definitely because of my equipment. So, sorry that I can't do longer videos. Someday I slowly will be upgrading my equipment. I mean, it took me a bajillion years just to get a different phone, and this isn't even a top of the line phone either, by the way. So I know that the video quality could be better, and so I just want to say to everyone right now that I'm talking about this, thank you so much for sticking with a channel that is so low budget and so not as professional as most other people out there, because we're just not. I can't have a fancy channel, and that's totally fine. And I appreciate those of you who are here. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you. I'm just going to throw some love on you guys. Thank you to those of you who have purchased my books and left reviews on Amazon. You guys have no idea how helpful. I mean, no idea. I just want to give you a big squeeze. How helpful leaving comments, thumbs upping a video, leaving comments on Instagram, and leaving freaking reviews on Amazon. That helps so much. So thank you. I know it's something that you don't have to do. You don't have to take the time out of your day to do it, but it helps us. It helps us so much. So thank you. Let's jump into Miss Ma'am. Miss Ma'am. I wanted to play with this pastel-y color. I want her dress to be, we're gonna pull out the black glaze, and you know it. We're gonna do it. But her hair, I mean, her hair is obviously gonna be blue. We've got this fun, oh, I like this pastel blue. This is a nice color. Super cute. Oh God, I like this. Okay, that's cute. I like the light. The light with the darker blues in the background is cute, cute, cute. So we're gonna do this. Imagine somebody with this hair, or a wig, whatever it is. Imagine. It'd be cute. Okay. I like when people dye their hair platinum blonde, then they tone it down to a cooler blonde, and then they just, they put a touch of color in it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Old ladies with silver hair who put just a little touch of color, just a wash of pink or purple. Oh God, it looks so yummy. So we're gonna do that pastel blue. I want to do that pastel blue somewhere else too. We might just put it on the drinks. Maybe she'll match the drinks. Let's see. Like that? How do we feel about that? Oh, you... Why? Okay, are you guys laughing at me right now? Because every time I come into something like this and I'm like, oh, I like the way this looks, or oh, I want to do this, I want to fill in this large area. The freaking marker's dying. Oh, Lord. Lord Almighty in heaven, Satan in hell, why does this happen to me? Well, one of y'all needs to help me. Lord Jesus, come down and revive this marker. Satan, come up and wave your voodoo wand. Do something, because this is not cool. I hate when this happens. And it always happens on camera, of course. Story of my life. Okay, we'll set that aside and hope that it juices up. We haven't gone in with this color yet, have we? This is called Cobalt Blue. Something's got to get cobalt. Something, something, something. How about her shoes? No. Let's see. I want to do this top of her blouse black. So let's give her black bustier or corset, whatever this is. If it even is a top, I don't know if this is a top and a skirt, whatever. Black and black. So let's do cobalt on the skirt. And I'm actually going to, I think, cover up the polka dots. Oh my gosh, speaking of covering up the polka dots, I jumped my behind into the Facebook coloring group, which, by the way, if you are not a part of the coloring group and you like to color in my books, please go join that group. It is, what's the word I'm looking for? Helmed, I suppose, but that's not pretty. The queen of my coloring book is Kate of Kate's Coloring Haven here on YouTube as well as Instagram. She is the lovely creature who is in charge of my group. So a big shout out to her. Go show her some love, subscribe to her channel, her Instagram, all that good stuff, and join her and the rest of us over on the Facebook group. I pop over there every once in a while to see what y'all are doing. And somebody had colored an adorable page from, I think it was Retro Deco, I think. And she apologized for covering up the background and filling in her own work. She said, "Karla, I'm sorry. I covered up the background." You guys, so sweet, and I appreciate the sentiment, but my God, never feel the need to apologize. If you want to cover something up, black it out, add your own elements, please do. I encourage you to do it. I'm glad that my books, my gospel, you guys are hearing me when I say my books, you can take them at face value. You can color them just as they are with the line work as it is in place, but you are more than welcome to experiment and go wild. So please never apologize. Never apologize. Have fun. Do your thing. That's what they're for. I spend all of my time agonizing over the details when I'm creating the book, but once they're out of my hands, baby, that's all you. Do your thing. I love to see it. He's got to match her a little bit, yeah? Let's do some cobalts on the tiki. Didn't I say I was going to shut my mouth? Okay, so I'm going to, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill in the tiki. No. Yes. I'll fill in the tiki and then I will check in with you, because my plan of attack is going to be fill in the tiki, maybe do a little bit more on her, and then we're going to fill in all of this with some sort of decorative element. So I'll see you in a bit. Started going into the background with some hatching. I'm going to just show you really quick what it is that I was doing. If you need an explanation, but you probably don't. Just by watching me, you'll get the idea. But we're going in with hatching, and then once the background is hatched, I'm going to outline the figure just a little bit more to differentiate between the action on the page and the background. So let's carry on. Ooh, let me try to peek. Can you see? Yes, I am in frame. So all I'm doing here is a super basic hatching technique. It's very sloppy. which lends itself quite well to this book because, of course, it is tiki themed, cocktail, mid-century. You've got the jungle, you've got the tropical plants. You know, when you think of all that, you think of wood, rattan, weaving, all of that sort of thing, the weaving of natural materials like thatching. So you kind of want more of a rough hewn look, or at least I do. You can handle this book however you want, but I'm just saying, if you don't have a steady hand and you're a little bit sloppy, you can get away with it in this book more than in most, I think. So all I'm doing is something like this, no measuring, just totally freehand. The lines are super wonky in person. I am a little bit far away on screen. You can't really see, but I promise you the line work is not neat at all. And I'm just going to continue on for the rest of the page just like this. I'm just going to do a little bit more because I feel like we're going to sit here forever. You don't want to watch me hatch, do you? Although maybe I won't cut it off because I know that some of you watch this while you're cleaning or doing whatever it is that you're doing. You're just listening, you're not necessarily watching, so you just want to hear me blah, 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 blah. So that said, what can I talk about that doesn't necessarily pertain to the action going on this page? I don't know. There's not a whole lot going on right now in my life that well, no, I shouldn't say that. Because on the contrary, actually, there's quite a lot going on right now. The thing is, I cannot talk about it right now, so. Don't you hate teases like that? Don't you hate teases? This is why, you guys, when I'm working on projects now, whether it's new books or some art, just things, when I'm working on stuff, I don't like to announce way ahead of time when I'm working on things. I like to wait until the last couple of weeks before a launch for me to actually begin talking about it and promoting it, because I don't know. I don't like to, what's that phrase? What is it? Counting your chickens before they hatch, right? And that, I don't like to do that. I'm definitely a do not talk kind of person. Well, I like to talk a lot, but in terms of things that I'm working on, I like to take action. I don't like to flap my gums about it. So I don't like to tell people, oh, here are my plans. I'm going to do this. This is, no. Nobody needs to know what I'm doing until those plans are actually in action and actually happening. Because if I want other people to get excited about it, I want there to actually be something to get excited about. We all know that type of person, right? They exist in real life, they exist online, where they like to wax poetic about all of the grandiose goals that they have set for themselves and la 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 la, and then lo and behold, they spend more time actually talking about it than actually doing it. It's like, hello. It's not how it works, people. Why are you trying to impress people by all the things you want to do? Here's a little tip. What's actually impressive is doing the thing, not talking about the thing. It's so weird. I think it's just people's insecurity, honestly. So I don't get mad at people who do that. It's just more of like a, I feel bad for you, because if you actually put enough energy, or put as much energy into actually doing the thing than talking about it, it might actually happen. All of these people out there who think, I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to manifest what I want by putting a picture on the wall and talking about it on the internet. No, baby. No, baby. Manifesting is bullshit. You have to put in the work. That's not to say that putting aspirational images on your wall or on your phone isn't going to help you, because of course it does. When you have the end goal in mind, yeah, certainly that makes you work harder. I'm talking about the people who think that they can sit there rubbing crystals and thinking something into existence. Oh no, ma'am. Rub your crystals right on out of my door, because I don't have time for that woo-woo nonsense. If you are a lazy individual, own it. Own it. Don't pretend that you're working hard by washing your crystals in moonlight or whatever it is that people do. I like workaholic hippies. I like woo-woo people who work hard. How many psychics and spiritualists have thumbs down this video? Well, see, that's the thing. If you're a good person and you understand my messaging, you'll understand what I'm trying to say. If you were offended by that statement, you're exactly the kind of person that I'm talking ill about. Something else so that I can stop talking about you lovely crystal huggers, because I do love some of you, I do. The other people that I can't stand are these motivational coaches. Ugh. And recently I've noticed that there's been a crop of specifically creative motivational coaches. It's all these people who like to, I'm not going to rant about this, so don't worry, I'm not going to waste hours of your time talking about this. Maybe when it finally reaches the boiling point over here, I might make a dedicated video about it, but today's not that day. But what I'm getting at is these coaches who talk to you about how to run an Etsy store successfully and how to be an artist, la 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 la, and I'll teach you how to make millions in a month. Are any of these people artists themselves? No. They are making their money by selling you an idea of profitability. They themselves are not actually successful artists. That's the deceit. They are pulling the wool over your eyes. Because I'll tell you this, any successful artist who's working so hard to make that kind of money isn't wasting their time telling other people, let me be your coach. Give me $392 to give you a 60-minute lecture on how to be successful. No, they're not doing that. They are living their life and showing you the way they're living their life, and therefore you take inspiration from that. They're not trying to sell you any motivational services. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Don't be deceived by these assholes. Don't follow them on Instagram. Don't follow them on YouTube. Don't fall for the bullshit. Let me teach you how I became a successful artist in a month. And yet their entire life is spent coaching online. When do you see their artwork? When do you see their store? When do you see that? Think about it, guys. Don't fall for it. All right, I'm going to do the outline on this figure, and then I'm going to take the gremlin out for a walk. So here's what we're doing. Let's see, which pen do I want? I'm going to grab a brush tip pen. In this case, it's the felt ones. I prefer the felt ones to the brush pens that have the fibers, because I like a more graphic look. So all I'm doing here is outlining everything on the page. So we're just going to give it a nice fat outline. Thick and juicy, just like this. And the purpose of this is simply to give the eye somewhere to rest, because of all of the hatching in the background. It tends to kind of blend into the main subject matter of the page. So all I'm doing is just making it easier for the eye to rest. It's telling your eye where to go. It's just a nice thing to do. See? It looks better, yeah? So if you are finding that your background is blending into the figure more than you would like, just add some outlines. And right here you see where the ankle is quite close to the tiki. We're just going to fill that in. Just fill in that So that way you have even less space. We're going to do that right here as well. Even less areas for the eyes to get distracted. So now you really know where to rest your eyes. Now I don't want to connect her legs together. So we're just going to outline that just a little bit. Like so. We still want a little bit of a gap between her feet. Like so. I will check in when all of it is outlined. I'm back. I went out for a walk with the creature. And now let's get back to work on this little lady. Can I just tell you guys how pissed off I am at these count my steps apps? So, look, I'm one of these crazies who, as soon as I get a new phone or as soon as I upgrade the operating system and whatnot, I immediately go through all of the privacy settings, turn everything off, everything, so that way I don't get targeted ads and I don't let Instagram send me targeted. You know how it is. Let me explain something to you if you didn't know. So your phones all have your privacy settings, everything. If you are on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, if you're on any website, and if you use your phone for any stretch, your information is being mined. So marketing companies are collecting all of your information, and this is why you get those ads that you think are creepy because you're like, oh, I was just looking up or thinking about getting these shoes or this dress, and now all of a sudden I'm getting advertisements for it. It's not creepy. It's that every time you do a Google search or something like that, your information is collected, and it sounds a lot more nefarious than it actually is, and it can be used for nefarious purposes. Don't get me wrong. This is how the population of the world is corrupted because we're addicted to the internet. But basically, anytime you look something up, your data is collected and it's used to send you advertisements. It's commerce. This is how life works. I mean, if I'm looking up a certain kind of drink and I'm thinking about buying it and all of a sudden I get a coupon for it, well, yeah, that's helpful. It's not all that nefarious. I'm not knocking data mining. In some instances, yes, but story for another day. Anyways, as somebody who is super anal about their privacy on the internet, I downloaded an app that counts my steps. It's a pedometer. And it is so not accurate. And the reason I did that is because I have gained some weight during the pandemic. I am always at around 125 pounds, right around 125. It fluctuates, give or take a little tiny bit. And so I like to be under 130 at all times. 125 is pretty much the max that I'm comfortable with. And so I thought, okay, I'm gonna download one of these apps just out of curiosity because I walk so much. And I'm just curious to see how much I'm walking, and if I want a little motivator, you know, so that I can lose a little bit of weight, then great. Before anybody gets on me about, Karla, you don't need to lose weight. Like, all bodies are beautiful. Listen, all bodies are beautiful, but I'm allowed to say what I want about mine. And I have an addiction to vintage clothing. Vintage clothing, I am at the mercy of whatever size I find it in. If I find a dress that happens to be a size 2, size 4, and I happen to be on the borderline of a size 4 or 6, baby, I'm going to starve myself for a week and eat nothing but salads and water because I want to fit into that dress. So it's all about the clothing for me. I don't care about societal standards. I don't give a damn about anything about that. I don't care. It is all about my vanity and the clothes that I want to wear. So I downloaded this app and I was walking around and I noticed that it's not accurate. It does not count all my steps. So now I'm raging against this app. I'm so mad. If anybody has these apps and you feel like you're doing a lot more work than you think you are, you probably are. Stupid. I was so upset. I walked up and down the street, and I'm like, how did I walk up and down the street? And you're telling me that I only walked 30 steps? I know damn well that's at least 100. So, in technology, we're not getting along right now. So my solution is to reach for something that I do get along with, my beloved glaze pen. So here we are using the glaze pen, of course, the black one. I'm going to fill in the top portion of her outfit. I don't know if it's a dress, if it's a top, I don't know, but the top portion of her ensemble is going to be black glaze, and then her shoes. And I don't know what other color I want to use on this, because orange is a complement to blue. I thought maybe using oranges and golds would look nice on this, but now I'm not so sure, because I do want some accents on this of a different color. I don't know what to go for. So for the moment, I'm simply going to fill all of this in with black glaze. I received a comment from someone who purchased the glaze pen, and they were upset that they felt that they got a faulty batch because they weren't able to go over the area over and over and over while the ink was wet. If this happens to you, you did not get a bad batch. It is a glaze pen. It is a gel-based glossy ink. You are not going to be able to overlap the layers over and over and over until you collapse from exhaustion. You have to give them time to dry. Because of the slick surface, you're just going to keep going over slick, slick, slick. It's as if you purchase a brand new container of thick latex house paint and you continue to go over a wall over and over and over. It's going to get streaky. It's going to shift around on you. You can't do that. You have to paint in layers. So think of these pens kind of as a paint. It'll allow you for a minute, well, more accurately for about half a second, to go over the first layer like I'm doing right now. Like I can color over the same area, but it will only allow you to make a couple of passes before you're going to have to step away and wait. So it is user error if you're running into that issue, but no worries, there is a bit of a learning curve to these pens. So if you just play with them a little bit more, you'll eventually pick up on its quirk. You aren't doing anything wrong, I promise you. It's just you have to get a feel for how these pens work. And if you are not a painter, you have no idea what it's like to work with glossy material. So just keep that in mind. Just stick with the pen, don't dismiss it, don't return it, just play with it, I promise. It's just, they can be a bit annoying, I understand. It's not you. It's not the pen, it's just you both need to figure each other out. And let's see. Let's go ahead and do black glaze eyes. Let's do some black glaze up here. I'm still so pissed at the pedometer. I was hoping that it was going to be accurate. I know I never trust reviews. I never trust reviews. Oh, that's my dinner. And a lot of people were saying, oh, it was so accurate. And perhaps it's accurate on other phones, but on mine, that, or I take steps that are light as a feather and it doesn't process my steps, which is ridiculous. I mean, I understand vampire, maybe it doesn't like really comprehend the way that we move, I don't know, but get with it, Android. I wanted you to help me. I wanted you to help me. Damn it. I like the black. It looks good. The black and blue. Oh, actually, that wasn't my dinner. I lied. I'm preheating the toaster oven. Give me 1 second to tend to my tofu. I'll be back. Yeah, I'm getting a little bored with this page. Not because I don't enjoy, again, the process, and it's not because I don't want to talk to you all. Just the colors. This is why I don't like blue. I think blue does the absolute opposite of what it's supposed to do for other people. Blue is a soothing color. It's a calming color. It's a universally flattering color. No, ma'am. I mean, it's true, I suppose, because this is why it's just such a conservative color. The color of the ocean, the color of water. Every time you look at legal documents or anything that's of any importance or significance, it tends to be in shades of blue, right? Navy blue, dusky blue, all of that kind of thing, because those colors evoke stability, strength, calmness, serenity, all of that. And if you know anything about me, strong, yes, there's strength here. Serenity, no. Calm, no ma'am, no ma'am. Externally, I may exude the idea that I am calm and collected, which in many situations I am, but internally, there's so much going on, it just doesn't translate externally. This is why I tell you guys that when I'm excited about anything, I could be the most excited I've ever been in my life. My voice will never give any indication of that. Sometimes you might get a little hint. My pitch might go up a little bit. I may become a little bit more animated, sure. But I just have one of those personalities. I think those of us who behave that way get such a bad rap. And I feel bad because when something happens to someone that I know that's exciting and they tell me like, oh, guess what? You know, I got a new job or I got something or blah, 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 blah. And I am genuinely excited. And I say that, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like if they don't know me that well, they're expecting a much more animated response. And I'm just not. I mean, internally, I mean it. I do. And I feel so bad. I will go through the effort, of course, of taking them out for, you know, drinks or dessert or just doing something nice, right? And I do that, and I hope that people understand that I appreciate them, and I truly do mean it, but it's just, it's tough. It's tough. It's just, you know, when I'm out for a walk, for instance, I have my earphones on, and I can't be bothered with the world, and I feel so bad when somebody tries to get my attention, and I just, it's not that I'm being an asshole, it's just that I'm out in the zone, and I didn't come out to socialize. I came out to walk my dog and enjoy the sights and process my thoughts, and yet people feel bad because they don't understand that. It's a universal kind of hermity loner problem, I think, where people misinterpret the way we're feeling, and I understand. It's nobody's fault. It's not our fault. It's not everyone else's fault. I get it. It's just weird. I can't help but feel bad sometimes that I know I make people feel like shit, and I really don't mean it. Okay. I'm bored. Let's play with something else. Let's see if we're going to play with any gel pens today. Let's get my little box of goodies in here. Oh, let's play with some blue glitter, yeah? We got some blue glitter jelly rolls. And I actually want to kill off these Wink of Stella pens. So let's kill some of these off. Well, I have one blue one, so let's try to kill that one off. I'm just going to pull a bunch of different ones and see. Blue souffle, minty souffle. I think that's good enough for the moment. Let's play with these. That's pretty. Ooh, that one's really pretty. This one, this blue jelly roll always reminds me. Okay, I know I'm not crazy because I've asked somebody this before and they remembered it as well. This blue glitter, this jelly roll reminds me so much of, there used to be a long time ago a toothpaste for kids It is so long ago that, ew, this one's ugly, but I do want to use it up. It was I don't know the brand, I don't know, because it's a toothpaste that was before my time. But it's a toothpaste that was blue and glittery. For the life of me, I don't know the brand. I think it was Crest. But it was blue and glittery, and I do remember the flavor of it. But, oh God, I would love to find something like that again. If it still exists, I don't know if it even exists anymore. But it was sweet, and I hate sweet toothpaste. I don't like sugar in my toothpaste. I don't like sugar in my mouthwash. Even the fake stuff, I can't. My mouth never feels clean when the toothpaste is sweet and the mouthwash is sweet. It's just gross. It's gross. Mouths are not clean when you put sweetener in it. It's disgusting. So, but I want it just for fun. Like, I want to do 2 brushings. I want to brush my teeth with the fun toothpaste and then with the actual toothpaste. I'm so stupid, I know. But, oh God. It was just cool. You know what? I think I might even just get rid of this pen because I just don't like it. It's not as glittery as the Jelly Rolls. The Jelly Rolls are just king for all of the glitter. Let's see which one we're going to use. So there's the light blue. Then there's the deeper blue with the purpley tinge. And then, oh, you bastard. Dry. All right. I hate Jelly Rolls for that reason. They do dry out and it irritates me. Okay, so we're going to use all 3 of these maybe. Okay, so the deeper one, ooh. Okay, shoot. This is so nice. The hybrid dual metallic or sparkle pop, whatever you have available. So nice. I think we're going to use the sparkle pop on her outfit, and then we'll use this blue. Oh my God, I'm so torn. Okay, let's just. Like this. I will be going over the areas of the glaze, by the way, one more time. I don't like the way that looks. It's not as strong. And I also don't want to go overboard with the gel pens, so maybe we'll just stick to 2 of them. And so we'll do the hybrid metallic, and then the Jelly Roll in a couple areas, I think. Then I'm going to do some off camera. Okay, so we outlined some of it, and her skirt is going to need some love. So let's go ahead and outline a little bit on the skirt as well. Hopefully you can see what's happening here. If you cannot, you will at the end. As you can see, I reached for the orange Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic, also known as the Sparkle Pop if you are in the US. Wanted to add some little orangey golden pineapples. Could I have gone with the gold? Sure, possibly, maybe, but as I mentioned earlier, because orange is the direct complement of blue, I wanted to go with an orange and gold mix. And this is perfect. This pen is orange ink with gold. Perfect. Will I be putting any of this color anywhere else? I gave her some orange gold eyeshadow, put it on the pineapple, gave it to the little tiki. I feel like the tiki might need a little bit more. It's pretty heavy, this color up here. So let's put some here on the little squiggly designs on his legs, just to bring that color down a little bit more. Oh no, 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 no. This is the one that was dying. Okay, well, I like the light blue though. The light turquoise. Okay, well, I guess it's gonna be dark then. Like that. And then I do want to add some depth to the hair. But I want to use the same color. And I know it's dying and I know it's not gonna like me for this. You didn't hear that, but the lid just went flying across the room. Like I said, it wasn't gonna like me for this because the marker is drying, but we're gonna do it. Okay, now where's the lid? Because now it's really gonna die if I don't get the lid. Where did you go? Where did you? Oh, it's right here. By my feet. Okay. So there's that, and let's do some light blue. She's cute. She, you know, she kind of reminds me of Ursula. She's got like the nice little, maybe it's the blues giving me like the sea witchy vibe. She's got the Ursula lips. Did Ursula have big lips? Did she? I remember. I just remember that scene in The Little Mermaid where she's putting on lipstick. It was my favorite. Oh, okay. So let's see. I can see somebody coloring this as Ursula, by the way. I don't know if anybody's done it, tag me, but I can totally see it. She's curvy. She's got like the tropical. Did Ursula and them were not in the tropics though, were they? The movie never made it explicitly clear, but the original Little Mermaid took place in Europe somewhere, so it was cold water, not tropical water. Am I right? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Yes, I'm eating again. I'm actually making the rest of the chicken. Well, fake chicken. But I made it. I made the portion that I was gonna eat, and then I said, you know what? Might as well just make the rest of it for later. So I put some more back in the toaster oven. People are saying, Karla, aren't you trying to lose weight? Yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna starve myself when I have delicious fake orange chicken. Okay. Oh, I need some sparkle. Don't I always? On her top, putting specks, dots on black gives the impression of it being sparkly. I took this idea directly from my own appreciation for black sequins and for faceted black glass beaded jewelry, the vintage necklaces. Because when they sparkle, they don't sparkle with color, they sparkle just with little specks of light, and I love it so much. So that's what we're doing here, just some black sparkly bits. Cute. Oh, she's cute. She's looking very rockabilly, kind of, yeah? Are you getting those vibes from her? I think that's kind of inherent when it's a tiki-themed cute book like this, but I guess it just hadn't really occurred to me until now that I'm seeing her with her little wiggle dress and all of the hairdo is quite rockabilly as well, yeah? Isn't it? I'm not a rockabilly person, but I think it is. Shout out to any rockabilly people I have watching this video. Y'all know. Okay, at this point I want to start adding some line work to it to see how much more superfluous details, if any, I want to add, because I don't want to overdo this page because I'm already running that risk. I wanted to keep it simple. So let's just start going in, and now of course you don't have to do this. This is just, I've told you earlier that I'm trying to treat my coloring a bit more as I do my work in my sketchbook. So I'm trying to kind of, even though these are already finished pieces, I'm still trying to incorporate some of my sketching style, the way that I add depth, for instance, with hatching and all of that. I don't want my pages to look too precious, as you know. Perfection isn't my style. That's no surprise to anyone watching this, I know. Oh, you know what I'm gonna give her? I'm gonna give her the wrist gloves, the gloves that cover just your fingers and not the rest of your hand. Some people are gonna watch this video and think, oh my god, this girl has no idea how to draw nails. Look at my nails. Trust that I know how to draw nails. But I want to do something interesting with her hands. I love these fingerless gloves. I wish they were more popular, but I know that they're just dumb. Like, people don't see the need for them because there is no need for them. They're really just about the fashion. And unfortunately with my nails, can't really wear them. I can wear fingerless gloves, but usually this particular style doesn't fit over my claws. Ooh, I like that. And of course we're gonna put sparkles on them as well. Some of you probably don't even know what in the world I'm talking about. You've likely not even seen these things, but trust, they exist and they're really cool looking. We're back. It is nighttime. I figure since the page is almost done, why wait until tomorrow? I might as well just get it done today. Finish it up so that tomorrow I can film the final shots of it in the daylight. You know, my standard end of color and chat videos where I pivot the page around so you can see all of the glitter and such. So we're just gonna finish it up. Just adding a few final details to the little tiki, and then she'll be done. So thank you everyone for joining me for this color and chat episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. Hopefully you liked watching me torture myself with the blue. I don't know, I still don't like it. It's a cute page, but I'm not a fan. Before anyone starts to attack me, as usual, with my, no, your page looks great, it looks cute. I just don't like it. You guys think I'm too hard on myself because I never like any of my pages, but I do like this one. This is the first one that I did in this book, and I do like it. This one right here, cute. I love her. I liked it. She was enjoyable to color, and I like the end result. This one, don't like it. But it was nice. It was a nice little change of pace to torture myself with blues and aquas and teals and all of that. I will be doing more teal aqua pieces in the future, probably in this book, just because, again, I am trying to use all of my freaking colors, and unfortunately, as I said, most of the ones I have left are aquas and blues. That was my own fault. I didn't think of that before I started this whole little use all my colors challenge, my little personal challenge. Let's put some highlights on the ice cubes. Subtle, but just a little something to indicate glossiness and glassiness. The effects are not super obvious, but I want to do it, so we're going to do it. It's as simple as that. Just do what you want just because you want to. There doesn't need to be any other reason other than I want to. So do what you want in your books, my dears. Let's see here. Is it done? Are we done? Yep, just about. I may go in and add a few little tidbits here and there once I stop filming, but for the moment, she's done. So thank you once again. I know I already said it at the beginning of this final portion of the video, but I'm gonna say it again. It never hurts to say thank you again. So thank you for watching this color and chat. To everybody, and an especially fat, wet, juicy, sloppy kiss goes out to my Patreon patrons for helping me select which book we are going to color. If you are interested in joining my Patreon, there will be a link down below, or visit my website. I update my Patreon with an exclusive coloring page every month. Sometimes I do more than one, so if you're interested in coloring, exclusive coloring pages, or just supporting yours truly, please join me on Patreon. Otherwise, feel free to join me on Instagram. Links for everything will be down below. I do have other social media, but at this point, the only one that I really, truly am going to worry about promoting is going to be my Instagram and my Patreon, because those are, I want to keep things a little bit reeled in, a little bit more. I like keeping my weirdos with me tightly. I don't want to spread myself too thin across the internet. So I do still have a Facebook, which I update rarely, but it's not dead. I do update every once in a while. And that's going to do it. Thank you so much. How many times? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But seriously, I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Oh, if you watched this one, if you liked it, leave me a cocktail emoji down below. Leave me a cocktail, or I guess you can leave me, let's see, a cocktail or a pineapple or that Easter Island tiki head or a blue heart. Leave me any combination thereof. A blue heart with a cocktail, a pineapple with a blue heart, anything. Leave it down below, my babies, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.